Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video in another city in the UK. So I'm here today in Leeds, which is another city I've never been to before, so it's my first time here. And I'm actually starting the day at Park Square, which is a little Georgian park. There's not really much here, to be honest. It is just a little bit of greenery, but I'm starting the day here because it's quite early and not much is open yet, so I just came here to relax for a little while. It is a beautiful garden and it's surrounded by some impressive buildings. Yeah, very peaceful. I believe it's open 24/7 as well. And just a little bit about Leeds for you is that it's one of the largest financial centres in the UK after London. It's home to the University of Leeds, which is a very famous university in the UK. And in terms of its history, it used to be a market town back in the Middle Ages, and it used to produce a lot of wool. And then in the 20th century it evolved into the centre for finance and of course became a city. So next up we have got Leeds Town Hall, but at the moment unfortunately it is closed. It's got a lot of refurbishments going on, so you can see it from the outside but you just can't go up to the entrance. But it's one of the most iconic landmarks here in Leeds, and it's a symbol of the Victorian style, so it's very Victorian. It was built in 1853 and was actually opened by Queen Victoria in 1858. But yeah, as I said before, it is undergoing like a lot of major restoration at the moment. It's like a multi-million-pound restoration, so they're putting a lot of money into making it better and improved. But I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be reopened, but still it's an impressive building nonetheless. And it's right next to the Leeds Art Gallery, which is just in front of me here. We've got the Leeds Art Gallery. I think everything opens at 10 o'clock, so it should be soon. It's almost 10 now. I've just come out of Leeds Art Gallery, which was a really impressive building actually. There's tons of impressive artwork in there, but the building itself is really beautiful to look at too. There is a library in there which I do recommend checking out, especially on the second and third floor, because it's kept its sort of history and it hasn't been modernised in any way. It's still very historical. And the art gallery itself was actually founded in 1888. It's free to enter, so you can just go into the library and into the museum completely for free. You can find all kinds of paintings, sculptures, prints, drawings, photography, everything in there, lots of things. But yeah, it's a nice little stop for an hour or so. Next door to the art gallery as well, you can actually cross a bridge inside, an indoor bridge, to go into this building here, which is the Henry Moore Institute, and they hold displays of little pieces of art as well. It's only a small place, but you can go in there. You know, you can sort of like spend about 20 minutes in there max. I've now just come out of Leeds Cathedral, which is a beautiful little cathedral. It's quite small inside, but it's really stunning building. And it's a Roman Catholic cathedral, and it only finished building in 1904, so just over 100 years ago. The original cathedral was built in the 1830s, but it got demolished and then it was rebuilt again in 1901. I said to you earlier about it being small inside. It's actually known to be one of the smallest cathedrals in England, which is funny because if you saw my last video in Liverpool, I was at the biggest cathedral in the UK, so it's quite the contrast. Of course it is free to enter as well, so that's another bonus. Now I've just made my way down to the Civic Hall, which is in front of me here. Beautiful building with a huge gold clock on the side of it, very iconic. And it's just in front of the Leeds Millennium Square, which is just here, and you can see just the town hall over there as well. So beautiful area to be. You've got Wetherspoons on your left and a couple of other things just in the distance over there. I think there's like a couple of nightclubs. This is maybe where all the nightlife is. Yeah, another stunning day. It looks like there's some kind of ceremony happening over there too. Another noteworthy place that's next to the Civic Hall is the Leeds City Museum, and again, like the other places I've been showing you, it is free to enter. There is 3 floors in there with all different things on each floor. One of the floors you can actually learn about Leeds history, so you can learn about, you know, how it started, what it was before it was the city it is now. So there's lots of interesting things you can read up on in there. On the top floor they have got like an ancient worlds section where you can learn a little bit about like Roman history, Greek history, Egyptian, and also a worlds gallery where you can learn a bit more about Africa, Asia, America, all different kinds of things. So plenty to explore in there, and it's open every day apart from Mondays, so just if you want to go there, don't come on a Monday basically. Every now and then they also have a special exhibition on the top floor which they rotate regularly, and at the moment they have one to do with Miffy, which I think is like a cartoon character. It's his 70th birthday apparently. I've not heard of Miffy before, maybe I should have, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can actually see a sign just here at the front actually saying Miffy's 70th birthday. And it goes on from the 7th of February to the 7th of September 2025. So yeah, if you want to come and see that, then just come here before September. And then after that, I'm sure that they will rotate it and there'll be something new. Now for one of the things that Leeds is most known for, I think, which is the Leeds University. It holds thousands of students every year, both international and local students. And people usually come here to learn things about business, law, arts, humanities and cultures, engineering. There's lots of things you can study here, but yeah, it's actually classed as a top tier university. Now of course I'm not a university student, so I can't really show you all of the grounds, I don't think. It's quite nice to sort of walk around the bits of the ground that you can see, and it's not far away from the museum where I just came from, so I thought I would just pop by and check it out. Just behind me is a fairly new place. It's the Victoria Gate shopping centre. It's full of lots of luxurious shops, and it's only a small centre, but you can find all your, you know, like Rolex and all your fashion brands. There's a huge John Lewis in there, a couple of cafes. You have to have some money to go in there, I think, but yeah, it's quite a nice place. It opened in 2016, so it's not been open that long, and there was also actually a casino in there as well, so. And a bit of a contrast to the place that I've just been to, the Victoria Centre. Next door to it, you've got the Kirkgate Market, which is an indoor and outdoor market with lots of things to see, and it's been around since 1857. You can see just in front of me, we've got tons of stalls here already, like you know, there's lots of clothing, accessories, things like that, and then just inside we also have a lot of the same, and there's also street food. Yeah, tons of things to see. It's like going back in time, because it's very rare that you see big markets like this in the UK anymore. I was speaking to a lot of people in there. It was really nice to speak to different people, and they've got tons of things that you can find in there. There was a really nice lady that I spoke to who runs a flower shop, all these beautiful flowers that she was making. There's lots of independent cafes and stalls, clothing stores, everything that you would usually find in a market. And one place I wanted to highlight while I was in there, which was a really incredible little tea shop where they sell matcha tea, among other things as well, and homemade cakes. A couple that are from Hong Kong, they run the store. You definitely need to check them out. I will leave the name of the store below. I tried their matcha tea and it was absolutely delicious, very nice. And in addition to that as well, I went to a little place to get some food, some really delicious Asian food. I got some noodles with vegetable, like a vegetable curry dish, and that was super tasty as well. So plenty of things to do here. You could spend a good hour or two if you wanted, seeing everything in the market, because of course, like I said before, they've got the indoor area, which is huge, and then they've also got an outdoor area as well, so plenty of things to see and do. Now unfortunately I wasn't aware when I first came to Leeds, but the Minster is actually only open between 11 and 2, so if you do want to go in the Minster, you've only got a short window of time to go in there, and I just arrived at 2:10, so I was just late, so I caught everyone as they were coming out, but unfortunately didn't make it inside, so it'll have to be one for next time. But from what I've heard, I just spoke to a really friendly guy called Richard, and he was telling me all about the Minster, and apparently it's really beautiful inside as well, so it's definitely going to be worth a trip back. So for the last stop of the day, I'm at the Corn Exchange, which first of all is a beautiful building. There is 3 floors to it where you can go in. There's lots of independent shops with people selling all kinds of things here, from like there's plants, jewellery, clothing, gifts. There's even some food places here, lots of things to see. So I'd highly recommend coming to check it out. And to highlight a couple of places for you, there's a place called Chill Cats Goodies and Craft Room, which sell all kinds of gifts and like cards, postcards, lots of really unique gifts. So I'd highly recommend checking them out. And another shop I went into where I spoke to a very friendly staff in there. The shop is called Theminster, and they have lots of clothing, jewellery and goods, and that's also another one that's worth checking out. So that's just to highlight a couple, but there are plenty of other things to see here. I'm outside now, you can see a sculpture shop, there's a plant shop, we've got some downstairs, some restaurants, gifts. So that was the Corn Exchange. I just want to thank everyone for watching today's video, and after I end the video I'm going to leave some shops on screen which you can find actually in the bottom floor of the Corn Exchange. It's a new area that's just opened up. It's only been opened up for a few months, but there's a few really cool shops down there, so I'll leave some videos of them on screen along with the name of the shops if you want to go and check them out and support them. They're really friendly, the staff are really friendly, and yeah, definitely worth having a look at. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.